Okay, so I just started recording. I'm Julia, Julia Ruth, and I'm going to host this Slack training for the second time now. So yeah, we just did some introductions. It's good that everybody's here. I am going to share my screen, but first I'll just go over a couple of the things that we're going to talk about. We'll go over your profile. We'll talk about a few differences as we go, the differences between using it on your desktop and your phone. Um, we'll talk about notification settings because on Slack, you can get really specific about which channels you want to be notified, or if you don't want to be notified on certain channels or only one channel. So we'll talk about that. And then there's a thing about replying in a thread. So if somebody posts something, a lot of times people will make a second post. So that sends a second announcement or a second notification to everyone rather than if you reply in thread, it stays in that group of messages or that it's connected to that message and all of our Slack members will not be notified of that. And so I am going to screen share for a little bit, which I struggled with the last time I did this because I couldn't see you guys and it was a lot, but I think I'll be able to figure it out a little better this time. And yeah, I would just suggest like pick whether you want to follow along on your desktop or your phone uh and we'll go from there. So first, um, one point I wanted to make, and I'm about to screen share, but some people have older computers, like my mom's computer in the house, and so she can't download the app on that laptop, but you can always use Slack and log into Slack on the internet browser. So that's just helpful to know. And if you need to just like jump on and you don't have your phone or computer for some reason, you can just log in regular from an internet browser. So it's been a minute here. Let me screen share, share screen. Okay. I'm not sure if I can toggle between these. I'll just go
No.
straight to the Slack on my
So
desktop.
we're meeting on Zoom tomorrow. No in-person
I saw
class.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
we just got the notification that we're not going to meet in person. We are going to meet over Zoom, so we won't get to go to the Austin Nature and Science Center this time. But if you volunteer for education and outreach events or tabling, I go there all the time. So just to go to the cam shed and check out kits and stuff. And Emily Hansen works there, so you can always connect with her if you want to go check out the shed where we hold our education kits. Okay, so um here's my desktop Slack. And I have an iPhone and an Android. So if you ever have questions about any of these different devices, just let me know. And you can just say something if you need to interrupt me while we're going through this. But so on your desktop, my profile, um, even I get confused over here. So that's not what I'm looking for. Oh, I bet it's underneath that yep, underneath the annotate. Okay. So, okay. There we go. So profile on the desktop is that bottom left corner, but on your phone, you can see your profile picture on the top right-hand corner of your phone. And then you click on it and let's see. Oh no. I've got this annotate zoom button and okay, here we go. So profile, under the profile tab, um, you can see I've got a picture. We love it if you can add a picture so that we can get to know each other better and see each other's faces. And I think the easiest way, if you have trouble with that is I'll just help you if I see you in person at a class, if you're struggling to get the picture up. But the other helpful thing on profile, which I'll try to do this on my phone too, but so from your profile, it's the quick way to also change your notification settings. So account settings, nope, that wasn't, sorry. I might just, I was doing this earlier, and of course now maybe view preferences. Yeah, view preferences, because it's different on your phone. So on my phone, I'm on profile and it says notifications under my profile, but if you're on a desktop, you have to click on um, the little three dots and then view preferences, not account settings. And then that opens up your preferences menu, which you can also do from your phone. Um, but it looks different. It doesn't say preferences. It says notifications. So you click on notifications if you're on your phone, and you can toggle the mobile notifications on or off. Um, and then notify, you can specify if you want to be notified on thread replies, on messages. We don't really do huddles, so it doesn't matter if you have that checked or not. Um, I don't even know what set up mobile overrides is, but you need to worry about that. I have notifications scheduled, so you can change the date and time if you want to like have it turn off after 11:30. Um, it's like I have a daily reminder at 9:33. So you can really customize your notifications on Slack, which I think is cool. You can change what sound it's making. And then I've got specific channels that are exceptions to the default. So if it's like if I turn off um my let's see, if I turn off my desktop and mobile notifications, and I have here at the bottom these exceptions, then I should still get the exceptions. I should still get a notification for these channels that I want to still get, and I'll still get direct messages from Emily. That just means I'll still hear a notification. If you have all your notifications off all the time, you can still see all the notifications when you log on, but you won't be, in the loop. So we
So
want
is a
people,
chat, oh,
go ahead.
sorry. Is a channel a topic, or is a channel a different, coming from a different group of people?
Yeah, so let me back up. Sorry. So here we
Okay.
are, home. And then you can see here on the left side, on the side where it has all the different channels.
Uh-huh.
The channels are like we've got the announcement channel. Um, and also, so if you just joined Slack, you may not have a lot of channels. So how you add channels is, let's see, if you're on your phone, it's sort of counterintuitive, but you're going to scroll to the bottom of the channels that you have, and it says add channel, and you're going to click on add channel, and then that gives you a list of all of the different channels. So here, where is that on I'm used to using my phone, so I'm trying to do the desktop so that we can all follow along, and I'm like, why does it look so different? Um, channels. Hmm, how do I see all the channels on here? Channels, three little dots, create, manage. And I wonder if mine looks different for some reason. Is anybody else following specifically on the desktop and not on your phone? Oh,
No.
well, here's browse channels, so that's it on the desktop.
I think for us, if you're on that one, if you go to the bot, like where it has our channels at the bottom of the channels, it says plus add channels. You might have too many. I think that's why
Yeah.
you're far more popular.
I don't know. I don't see the ad on the desktop, but it is on my phone. So if you're on your phone, it says add channel on your, you can't see my phone on that. If you're following along on your phone and you're under channels, then you go to add channel, and that's how it's counterintuitive because you click on add channel and you're like, I don't want to add a channel, right? But um, you're just joining that channel. So if you click on the add channel on your phone, then you can browse all of the channels that we have, like plant seed exchange, pre-approvals is a good one to follow. So you can follow along with what pre-approvals is telling people. And then, yeah, on my desktop here, I found it by, um, I already forgot how I found it. Channels, and then the three little dots, and then manage, and then browse channels. So, is anybody completely lost? Sorry.
Can I say something? I
Yeah,
found so DM is not download. DM is direct message.
right.
So like I have a lot of direct messages with people that like like I have a relationship with them based on some group that we're in together, and instead of sending a message to like everybody, I'll just send it to them, or and then they
So
can just message me back, and you don't have to get all these other people involved, so that's kind of good to know.
yeah, so the home button is gonna take you back to like this that we're looking at, and then DMs is the next button here, the next icon on the side of your desktop. And then yeah, direct message D is DM. On your phone, it's on the bottom. And yeah, so Lisa just messaged me and says, assuming you're good for Zoom, um, please remind trainees that we'll be on Zoom tomorrow. Yeah, and we all saw that. So I just did a check mark. Um, Another thing you can do is um, like set a reminder. So if you need a reminder for tomorrow or something, there's just a lot of weird options that you can use on Slack, which is kind of cool, but some of it's probably unnecessary for us. So yeah, we've got the home icon, the DMs, the activity icon just shows, I don't know why it's blank for me here, but when I click on activity on my phone app, it shows me, I'm looking at my phone too. On the phone app, when I click on that activity icon, it shows all of the recent activity I've had on Slack. So everything I've posted or what channels I just added. So that might come in handy. We don't really use files, so you don't need to worry about that, although like, there are links to stuff. I don't know if y'all can see that on yours or if that's just for admins. I'm not a Slack expert. I'm just willing to help people with it, and we can learn together. So um, let's
You're
see.
doing a great job, Julia. Thank you.
Thanks, Dean. Um, yeah, so there's looks like there's another DM. That's for our mentors. So let's go back to the home. Um, so we talked about adding channels. Let's see if I can go back to that. Channels, three dots, manage, browse channels, and you can do this on your phone too. So yeah, if you want to join one, you just scroll over it and click join, and I think it's pretty similar on your phone. Um, And then if you have any questions about notification settings that aren't working well, or you want to change something and you need help, just you can always feel free to reach out to me. directly, and we can talk it over on the phone, or we can catch up somewhere in person. And one other thing that I definitely wanted to make sure to cover tonight is the reply in thread thing. So here's an example. I have a couple examples, but here's the, I'm going to close my profile. Here's our AT opportunities, which, funny story, I used to just think this was at opportunities. And I was like, why do we have an at opportunities channel and a, what's the other one? Volunteer opportunities channel, and I didn't understand that that was AT opportunities. So I figured that out embarrassingly pretty recently. But so AT opportunities is the channel that people post when there's something that's related to advanced training. So Andrew posted this bird language monthly talk, which was fun. We went to that, and there were people who 5 people liked it and did a little bird icon. So if and then Suzanne, who's great, we love Suzanne, but Suzanne, she was responding to the bird thing, and she posted right after Andrew's post, but she created a new announcement. So if that happens to you and you realize it, one really easy way to fix it is you just click on your I've showed my mom this a few times, but I got to go to my phone real quick to make sure it's not too different. So add opportunities, you can just click on that message on your phone with your finger and hold it down for a second, and a whole new menu comes up, and then you can hit delete or edit. And you can, if you did it and you didn't mean to put this there, you wanted to put it in the reply, you wouldn't edit it, you would just delete it. And then you come back to this post, the original post. And if you're on your computer, it's different. You have to click on the 3 dots, more actions, and then, nope, that's not what you do. That's how you delete the message. You just open this thing that pops up if you hover your clicker, and reply in thread is right here. And then that pops up on your side, and then it's gonna say reply. So it's a little easier on your phone, or it's just a little different on your phone. So on your phone, I just clicked on Andrew's message with my finger, and then I can reply in thread. It's an easy thing to forget to do. Here's the other example that Twyla just did. So John Barr posted this. That's really cool about the constellation of living memorials. So I've got my what do you call this thing? Your mouse clicker over his message, and then I can either react with one of these emojis or find another emoji, or I can reply in thread. And Twyla forgot to do that. And so she said interesting, which is a whole nother announcement. So all of the people on Slack got a separate announcement. So if Twyla had just, or anybody had just posted reply on thread, we're not getting multiple notifications on our phone. So we would just see John Barr's notification. And then depending on most of the standard settings, you're not going to be seeing a separate notification pop up every time somebody likes John's post or comments or replies in that thread. So that's one reason why it's better to make sure you're replying in the thread rather than creating another announcement. Does that make sense?
So you would just hit reply?
Yeah, you just hit, well, yeah. So, and another tell to keep you from doing that is if you just start typing in this channel, you're messaging announcements, and you don't want to do that. So you want to make sure you've gone to the right place and you reply.
In the thread. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
In the thread. That's right. And you can always edit or delete. And if you're trying to to post something like this, like Elliot did, I can show you how to do something like that, or to post, like, you want to grab something from like, here's the illusionist podcast that I'm going to use for one of our class talks. So I would just, I've highlighted the website. Y'all can't see what I'm doing, huh? You're still seeing Slack only.
Announcements. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I switched over and I'm on my internet browser. So I'm copying the website for the internet browser, that the web page that I wanted to post something to. So now I'll go to the Building Community and Nature channel, and I'll just say example post. And then, oh, here's a good one. So if you're on your computer, if I just hit the return button, then it's going to post my message before I'm ready for it. And that's annoying. So what you have to do is you have to on your keyboard type the shift button and then return, so that it doesn't just post the message. And then I'm going to paste in this website I wanted to paste. And then now I've shared this uh awesome podcast. Here we go. And then I'm going to delete this. So and then I'm going to share it. And then now I've shared a podcast that I want to share with you guys. And then y'all probably saw that come up. And then now I'm like, oh no, I actually don't want to do that. So I go to more actions and I can delete the message. Deleted. Should we move to, what do you guys does anybody have a specific question or something we can help we can do together?
That shift thingy is awesome because I always would hit return and it would post. And I always wondered, okay, how do I get it to go to the next line? So thank
Yeah.
you.
I've had to look that up multiple times because I do it and then I forget, and then takes a minute to set in. Let's see. Yeah, that works on my phone too. So I carry around two phones half the time. So one of my phone settings, I don't get the mobile notifications. It's off. But on my iPhone, I do have mobile notifications on for Slack. So I get notifications on one phone and not my usual other phone. So it's possible if you want to have your desktop notifications turned off and your phone on, you can do it that way, or mine are set for both. So again, on the desktop, it's on the bottom corner over here, and then on your phone, it's the top right corner. So I'm going to go back to my profile and the three little dots, view preferences. Yeah, so how to notify you. Desktop and mobile are on, but you can turn off desktop or mobile or whichever one you want to use. Appearance is something I was playing around with on your desktop. It's kind of cool. I just changed the appearance of so you can have all these cool colors. But yeah, haberdashery. That's the one I went with. Save changes, messages and media. So you can just kind of change the way that things display. I've got my default skin tone. You can customize which emojis. Yeah, I've got certain VIP on, but that really doesn't come up hardly. I think that's just about notifications and Um,
I'm trying to see where your preferences are.
oh, are you on
I'm on the phone.
the phone? It doesn't say preferences.
I see.
Yeah, on the phone, you just go to your profile and then notifications.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Well,
So you
there is
haven't.
a preferences. So preferences on the phone is where you're gonna find the emoji skin tone and then like a dark mode, which is system
Oh,
default.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. I had to go back to profile. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you can change the color of how the app is on your phone. I think that's a desktop thing.
Okay.
But when I changed the color on my desktop, it did change it on my phone. So yeah, the only other thing I would say is if you find that you get frustrated and you're just like I can't figure out my notifications and I just don't really feel like using Slack, just reach out to me because it's the best way for us to stay engaged with each other. And um, I think if you just give it some time, you might get used to it. And I love our group. I love being in CAM, so it's really helpful to just be able to jump on here. And I've got mine somewhat organized, but again, I don't know that this makes a big difference. But so I guess it does if you want your notifications to be really different. But mine are just always on, so I don't think it really matters. But I created my own like way to organize the channels. So I've got one that says fun, and so I can just go right there and find education and outreach. I have identification help in there for some reason, and then I've got a section that says starred. This is just a way to organize your channels, which, like I said, it really doesn't it makes like no difference. You can just have everything under channels, or if you want to have them like certain labels, I can show you how to do that.
Okay.
I think I might stop screen sharing unless does anybody have a specific question? We could just do stuff from our phones, or what do you guys think?
So I'm looking at identification, just to be looking at something different. Um, what would you do with this besides just look at the graphic? Would you, are there other things that are related or there,
You mean
would
on
you,
the channel?
oh, I see, it goes forever.
Yeah, so each channel is it's just specific to that channel. So yeah, I have identification help is the name of the channel, and
Uh-huh.
you can scroll and see what other people have posted. It's a lot. It's about helping identify like what's on it. Or here David posted a skunk just because he thought that was cool, I think. So that was a couple months ago. And then you can click on that and see what people said, and they're talking about the skunk.
Okay. And this goes back quite a way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And then if sometimes I forget where I'm on the education and outreach channel, and sometimes I'll forget where the calendar is for education and outreach. So you can always know that you can go to our education and outreach Slack channel and scroll until you see Emily's latest post, and she always posts the agenda and the calendar. And then you can just click on that link here to the calendar. It's going to take me out of Slack and open up the E&O events calendar, and now that's popped up on my desktop, and I can see all of our education and outreach events, upcoming events. And that's a separate calendar from the CAM overall CAM calendar. That CAM calendar is on our cam.org website, and that's a separate calendar. So if you get involved with the education and outreach group committee with Emily and building community and nature, that we use that calendar a lot to see what kind of upcoming tabling events we're doing.
Okay. Yeah. I'm in there.
Yeah, so you can spend a lot of time just browsing channels and seeing what people have posted. The book club channel has had some recent posts, thanks David, but maybe we should change book club to like book recs or something, or um because book club kind of fell apart. It's somebody has to be willing to like lead the charge on these things. So if no one wants to like be in charge of book club, then we don't have a book club. And I keep telling people Tree Folks has a book club, so you could always just go to their book club.
Oh, is there a Tree Folks channel?
We don't have a Tree Folks channel. I mean, we could make one. That's a thought. Another thing is we don't want to just have like so many channels, people get overwhelmed. But if there's a big need for a Tree Folks channel, like if a bunch of us are also Tree Folks volunteers and we want to just post stuff about Tree Folks stuff, we could, but Tree Folks is using their own, I forget, they just switched. They were using the Band app and then they just switched to something else, and it's not Slack and it's
Uh,
not Band. Um Maybe it's WhatsApp now. I'd have to find that email. Does anybody else know? Let's see. But they do use their own, yeah, they're on WhatsApp now. So yeah, they are now using WhatsApp for their communications. Just FYI. Uh, all the stuff I do with Tree Folks, I just usually see in my email account and follow them that way.
okay.
Miss Shannon, did you see on our on this one that there's a direct message to you and me about how to log our V
Yeah,
or whatever it is?
I got it in the email. I didn't see where are the direct
Oh,
messages. I did take care of that
so
already, but where are the direct messages? Ah, there they are, right in front of me. Yes. Thank you.
I just want to make sure you saw it because that's another place where we get all of our messages.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that it was there. Thank you.
Yeah,
And
cool.
I did see it, but I didn't see it here. So thanks for pointing that out.
Yeah. Yeah, on your phone, it's on the bottom DMs. Um, yeah, I've got a direct message about mentors. So tomorrow we'll be breaking up into mentor groups. Um, Activity's still blank on my desktop. It's weird, but on your phone, I've got lots of activity. So, I'm gonna stop screen sharing. Okay. So yeah, I'd say probably 90% of the time I'm on Slack, I'm using my phone. Unless I'm like writing a post about doing a Slack training, then I've been doing that on my desktop, but primarily I'm on my phone.
Mhm.
Yeah, VMS is a little tricky too and time consuming, but if you ever have questions about VMS, feel free to send me a direct message or you could just text me. And one thing we're trying to do on Slack, so like if you get involved with a committee, like Mom and have been real involved getting the building community and nature committee going. So we have the building community and nature channel. And if so, hopefully you guys will join that channel. And that's how you have to join the channel to get notifications. But so when I make a announcement about like an upcoming meeting, one thing we're trying to remember to do is just always post that how to log it in VMS. So that was something that came up in a board meeting, was just asking folks to remember to just try to get people to remember how to log whatever volunteer thing we're posting. So if you ever attend a committee meeting, that does count as volunteer hours.
Hmm.
And I try to remember to post, like with Andrew's talk, when we just went to the bird talk, that was not volunteer. So he posted this is for AT. And of course that was under the AT, what is it called? AT Opportunities channel.
Can I ask a dumb question? Like Slack adjacent. So we have all these opportunities. They're super great. They all show up on all of these different. How do we know if they're somewhere like, because that bird one that you were just talking about, is it in person or is it online? And how do we like really know that? Like, because I saw that one and I was like, this is super cool. And then I was like, I don't really understand what it means as a brand new person.
Yeah.
Right. Same. I would have enjoyed something like that too, I think.
Yeah, we can mention that to Andrew, especially, yeah, I can see on that. So he posted that on the channel AT Opportunities, but yeah, it's not clear. I'm looking at it now. Join me at Bird Language Monthly Talk, the real Twitter feed. So that the link he posted is to go, takes you, you click on it and it takes you to another page, opens, and it's the meetup.com, which, so this is something mom struggles with a
Oh,
lot because it's a kind of a pain. But if you click on that, then if you wanted to go to that, it was at La Madeline.
oh, it's monthly.
They're always at La Madeline, and now
Okay.
y'all will get used to seeing these. But this is for the Andrew always posts the monthly meetings for what used to be the Save Barton Springs Association. They just changed the name. So Save Barton Springs is no longer called Save Barton Springs, whatever it was. It's called Save Texas Streams. So this
Oh,
is the monthly meeting for Save Texas Streams, and they always use the meetup.com app to have people sign up to know who's attending. But if you don't use Meetup and you can't remember how to log into your Meetup account, you can show up and it's okay. But ideally, because mom can never remember how to sign into her Meetup account, and I don't even know why it's always needing that. But yeah, so I'm on meetup.com and I'm signed in. I'm usually on this computer and I'm signed in. So I go to the Meetup app and see.
oh, that would have been cool.
And it was cool. And they
Oh,
did
yeah.
record it.
Oh, did he?
And I
I'm
can
also
share notes with.
looking at the changing birds and a changing Texas that was on the 15th. So this is cool. I didn't know that was there. This is all, there'll be all kinds of, so these are the opportunities is what it sounds like, opportunities for people to go see presentations or join groups.
Yeah, and like I was saying, it's not uh it's not just opportunities, it's technically AT opportunities. So forever I just thought it was like at opportunities and I thought we were just looking at
Uh-huh.
opportunities, but technically the channel is meant for advanced training opportunities. Um
Which we need.
Yeah, I
yeah.
went to the sorry. I went to the Changing Birds talk. It was so good.
Oh, maybe they'll
Really,
do it
really good.
again.
They have so it's Science Under the Stars series,
Mhm.
and they have the next one coming up, I think February 19th at the Breckenridgeville Lab. I think that's the date. But and it's on maybe evolution, something related to evolution. Anyway, the
Uh,
speaker was excellent. It
Yeah.
just was a great learning experience.
the
Oh,
19th is correct, Terry. 7 to 9.
Yeah, highly recommend. It was
And
Yeah.
did you already log your hours for that, Terry? When
not yet. I have my
okay.
list.
Yeah, so then for that, you go in and you log 1 hour of AT advanced training, just like how mom and I went to this bird language, the real Twitter feed, and I came home and immediately logged 1 hour advanced training, and you don't count but yeah, so back to what the question was, you wouldn't have known because Andrew didn't say specifically here, whether this was a presentation on Zoom or in person. And he also didn't um, say that this is an hour for AT.
mm.
But technically it's posted in the AT opportunities channel, which isn't that clear.
So where would you know, how would you have known that it was worth 1 hour?
Oh, so mom might know. Basically they're pretty much all 1 hour.
Okay. Is that on the CAMNA calendar?
Was
Well,
this
if you look at the meetup thing, it says 8 to 9, it's 7 to 8 on it.
Oh, okay, I
It
see.
has La Madeline,
and
as the
most of
place.
our yeah, and
Yeah.
most of our AT opportunities are going to be an hour of advanced training. I don't think I've ever logged an advanced training opportunity where it was longer than an hour. That's a good question. If you're getting more than an hour of AT, then they're going to tell you.
Okay,
So,
I'm actually on the CAM calendar right now on and
Okay.
clicking on the 15th. It does say 7 to 8:15 virtual presentation, Travis Audubon Society.
mhm.
Yeah. And you're
That,
only going to be able to count an hour of that because 15 minutes of that's probably going to be chapter business or something.
yeah, that's okay.
So I attend a lot of the TMN Tuesdays, and that's the one thing that you can count if it's this year's meeting if you watch the recording. And I usually just watch it and when it happens, but occasionally if I have a conflict, then I'll go watch it later. And occasionally, I mean, they've had a couple. They have one that's always called Plant Party, and they'll have like four speakers, and they've had it go 2 or 3 hours,
No.
and I just watch the whole thing and log everything that's if it's as long as it's relevant to Texas plants, it counts. So I wind up having a lot more than the AT that is required. But I mean, if I'm interested in it, then that's cool, right?
Yeah, and like David mentions in the chat, I'm on the CAM calendar on cam.org. And so I clicked
Mhm.
on the AT chapter meeting, which is coming up on so on the CAM calendar, cam.org, 6:30 p.m. on January 28th. So that's this coming Wednesday is our next CAM chapter meeting. I clicked on that and it opened up a separate box and it says join us and then gives you a link of how to join virtually and it says VMS and it tells you how to log VMS.
Ah, okay, I see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So many opportunities.
Yeah, and generally the 8 hours of advanced training are are really easy to get. So like I had like 20 hours of AT, so I think last year. And that's while I was in grad school. So there's a lot of stuff you'll want to go to that's AT possibly if you're like me and you don't end up needing all that AT, but it's still great to have and it's fun and it's good to know. And you still want to log the hours. Um,
In the chapter meeting,
you do get
you
some
get some.
volunteer hours from the chapter meeting. You get 0.5, and then you get the full hour of or however long our meeting is for the committee meetings of volunteer, and that's not advanced training. So that's cool. So if you get involved with the committees, you're getting volunteer hours every time you go to the monthly meeting. Just good stuff to know. Um, I might stop the recording unless does anybody else have any specific questions related to Slack there anything I'm forgetting? I think I've covered everything in what I wanted to cover.
I think I just have to play with it a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm gonna just stop the recording.